All right guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the Panigale V2. Been getting on this bench quite often, and if you watched on the last episode, we did our link pipe that gave the growl and the power that we were expecting from this V2, because let's face it, it is missing a little grunt after you ride that Panigale V4 there. Mentioned it before, all of the attention of the aftermarket world is still on the 2025-2026 Panigale V4. There's still stuff that's coming out for this bike. So the development on the V2 has been a little slow, but thankfully we got some new parts that came today. Additional to our link pipe, today we're actually going to change our mufflers, because number one, we wanted to show you guys, if you don't want to do your mufflers, if you're going to keep the stock mufflers, you can. That link pipe gives it a really nice growl to it. It's not super loud. I think it could be a little more deeper, I guess, or a little louder, because these things have dB killers. I'll show you what we're installing. Akrapovic also announced their exhaust for this bike. It's just a slip-on. It's going to pair amazingly with that Aero link pipe so that you could get the benefits of basically having a full system on your motorcycle. But there's also some unfinished business. We got to take care of the front turn signals. I'll go into details when I show you the parts. And also we have a brand new part. I can show you this. This is the top tank cover. It's beautiful. It's by DBK. This is also going to go on the bike while we're wrenching on it, because I think this is going to be the second part of carbon fiber that we put on the motorcycle. I'll show you what was the first part in case you forgot it. I want to remind you guys, I'm Manny from Motor Million, and we sell motorcycle parts. All the products that you see on our videos is always in the link in the description below. That being said, I can't wait. I'm going to first start with the exhaust, then we'll do turn signals, and we'll leave the easy thing, which is the top tank cover. And we're going to push this thing out and start it to show you guys the sound difference with the Aero exhaust that we have. We have some very good clips with this link pipe. We'll put them side by side so that you know the difference of with link pipe and a slip-on the Panigale V2. Let's go. It's unboxing time. We got our Aero, they call it round sill. I guess that's the name that they gave to it. And these are the mufflers. The stock mufflers are already off, as you saw. It's the first time I'm seeing this. We haven't opened it, and just as you expect, packaged very nicely. These are stainless, so that's why we went with that link pipe in stainless, is the reason, because this is stainless. We just don't want blue and then, or non-blue, or blue here and no blue there. So we just want it to be continuous. Oh, it has a new bracket. 2 new brackets. All right, hardware. Now this is what we want to find out. We want to take a look at these mufflers. Moment of truth. Oh, they're smaller. I thought they were big because of this little foam piece here. Does it say left or right? SX is left, I believe. I'm excited. Can't wait to see that. Oh, they're really small. This is cool. I like it. Has a little bit of carbon fiber. Take a look at this. Looks really good to me. Imagine these here somewhere, probably like this. Looks good. Let's check out the manual. Let me get everything sorted out. I'll get this back on the bike, but there's a couple other parts that we're going to change. So once I look at the manual, get everything set up, I'm going to show you those 2 parts that are not included in this kit. You don't need it, but we're still going to change it. All right, so this is the first batch of this exhaust that came out. I think the instructions can use a little bit of improvement, because you might not really like what you see here. It's not very descriptive. Some of the pictures are of the stock exhaust. We don't understand why, but that's what we're here for. This is not a comprehensive how-to video, but I hope if you stumbled upon this video to see how to install this exhaust on your V2, this should be very helpful. So let's start off with these brackets, right? So this bracket mounts something like this over here, and you're going to need your bolts and hardware for that. We'll get to it later. We don't have a passenger foot peg. If you do, it actually works with them as well. So that's great. We answered that question. Now let's look at the hardware that we have here. This bracket that I showed you is held on by these bigger bolts. Don't forget your washers, to use your washers that's supplied. And this 4 that's over here. And then your mufflers, where you see this thing over here, attaches. Once you have this bracket up, it will attach to these points. And then you're going to use these round-headed bolts that you see over here. They go through like this. They have some lock washers. Use those lock washers that came with. And then there's these bolts, the 2 more washers that are here. These are the, I guess, more square-ended bolts. And this is what holds your heat shields in place. We'll get to that. You have your springs, you have your spring pullers. Well, we thought that we're going to do the rear passenger footbed block-offs, but we don't need it because we have this bracket right here. But we have the muffler support, which is this piece by DBK. We're going to get rid of our muffler supports that's on the bike. We just want to add a little bit of color, change this piece. They come in black and red, and we opted for the red because, as you see, the bike has that black and red theme going on. So I think I have it figured out. I hope you have it figured out. Let me start putting everything together, and let's put it on the bike. If anything I said changes, we'll update you further down the video when we start putting everything together. So because the instructions are not so clear of the steps for removing this, it looks like these both pieces have to go together, the link pipe and this heat shield, just the same way that it came off. So we're going to try that and hopefully it's going to fit. The brackets are coming off, guys, because first thing the instruction shows are the brackets, and I don't think it's the first thing that goes on. So let's remove them, put that link pipe and the other piece on, and then we're going to try to put these brackets back on there. Just a quick tip, if you come take a look around over here, these brackets that we changed, it will make your life a lot easier if you remove it, even if you're not using the DBK ones. Remove your stock ones, attach everything to the heat shield and tighten it, and then use these to tighten up, or you're gonna need some stubby Allens just for this one over here. That's the one that there's no reach. If you look around over here, unless you have one of these stubby Allens, you're never gonna get to tighten that. And also you gotta be very careful not to scratch your pipe over here. Instructions doesn't show it, but make sure you actually just remove these brackets, put everything together, put your pipe together, and then put everything back on the bike like that. Eventually there's going to be a carbon heat shield coming out for it, so we're going to have to remove everything. But now we're going to grab our brackets and our silencers and put everything back together. The first muffler is on. We already have an idea what it looks like, but I want to give you an idea of how loud this is going to be, because take a look at this. I think there's an optional DB killer that you could put on it because it has a little screw hole and a cover here, but of course we don't need any of that stuff and we could go out and make some noise. Once we install this and all our other parts, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but we're pretty close. Well, the exhaust is on, and let me tell you something. I say this all the time. Pictures don't do it justice at all, whatsoever. It looks absolutely beautiful on the bike. We don't know what it sounds like. Let's talk about these stainless pipes, right? So this is stainless, it's not titanium, it's not gonna blew out. I still clean it with WD-40 because if you take a look at our link pipe, the link pipe gets this golden yellow, which this will as well. The mufflers are titanium. I don't think they're gonna blew out. There's not enough heat around this area. But overall, I think it looks absolutely amazing. I apologize if I didn't weigh anything because I got frustrated with the instructions and then I got ahead of myself and I installed everything, but at least you see the final result and you're gonna hear the final result once we install those two other parts that we have, our front turn signals and our carbon fiber piece. But let me get this bike down. Let's take a look at how it looks, and then I have access to the front, which will install the turn signals, and then we'll do the carbon fiber hand cover, which is going to be the easiest thing ever. Fingers crossed that I didn't jinx myself. All right, the Rizoma turn signals are on, and I think they look really, really good. I mean, they are here, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's better than having a giant mirror here. And they're super bright. The cable is actually tucked away really nicely just because of the way that these fairings are. We could just tuck in the cable behind there. You don't get to see it. And then if I go behind the wheel, the handlebars, since it's a motorcycle, you know, they don't bother you at all. It's not like in your vision of something sticking out. We actually pointed them down. You could probably point them up like this if you want to, so that they're higher up, but I think this is just a little sleeker. So now that those are done and I'm on top of the tank, we're going to remove the battery cover or the top tank cover, whatever you call it, and we're going to install the second piece of carbon fiber on a Panigale V2S. The top tank cover is on, guys, and it looks so good if you ask me, because when you're riding this bike, you're gonna see it, the finish, the fit, everything is beautiful. And this piece is by DBK, and don't forget, if you have any products from Ducati Performance, the finish of the DBK actually matches the Ducati Performance, so does the weave. Now that all the parts are installed, we're gonna get this bike outside, but with the YouTube magic, it's not gonna be right away because there is a storm outside. As soon as that storm clears up, the nice Miami sun shines out and about, we'll take this out and we'll make some noise. Well, just like that, with the magic of YouTube, it's just 2 days later because it hasn't stopped raining, and I'm dying to hear this exhaust, guys. We haven't started it. We just really wanted to make sure that you get the experience at the same time as I do. This exhaust, I think it looks great. Let's see how it sounds. Fire in the hole, guys. I guess my smile says it all, guys. This thing sounds really good. You guys are probably gonna see an R1 video before this video, so you guys know how much we love the R1s, and that had a full Acura exhaust, and this is right after that bike. So this sounds louder than the R1, and Hector was claiming that this is probably more rowdy than our V4. This exhaust sounds amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic, guys. And I don't know, leave a comment below. Tell us what you think. If it sounds good, if it sounds bad. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, guys, have a good one.